It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see this team's field-stretching tight end. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. The action is only moments away, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you.
Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. 1 pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give him a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Got for big yards on the right side. He does it. Touchdown! These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. First down, ball at the 36. They'll throw to begin this drive. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. Now this is a list that hurts a lot more this time of year. They need every one of these guys out there as they fight for a spot in the postseason.
It is all hands on deck the rest of the way, and every guy who's been lost at some point this season, his presence is surely sorely missed out there. Every team's fighting for a playoff spot, Kate. In the same boat at this point, it's a war of attrition. And who's got the ones standing and fighting at the end are often the ones who make a postseason run. You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From midfield now. Brought in right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And these guys tie this game 7-7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Finds a man right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29, he throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's not going to get much. A modest gain at best to the 41. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here's a throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. And they send a man in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
He's got a man left. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Their offense running back out now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. So now here's 3rd and 5. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Both teams neck and neck so far. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They still have 5 to go here, 3rd down. That's completed right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Has it in close. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Pass play now. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. They'll throw for the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They're going play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Scooped up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Handoff to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives them the 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And this one doesn't go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They're throwing it. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Their punter making his way out now. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. One of the tight ends motioning left. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Looking to the air here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Setting up a throw. That one's complete, right side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. He'll throw it yet again. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Complete beyond the marker. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 24. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they have 3rd and short. Sending the tight end in motion left. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're left with 4th and short. Throwing now, needing a first. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. Now, and the ground game works for the touchdown. These guys grow their lead just before halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys take a 3-possession lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Here comes their offense out again. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They go play action on first. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun here. So this one on the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. To the air now on 1st and 10. And a man is there to knock that away.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
So before 3rd down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That brings us to halftime. It's a 14-point game after 2 quarters of play. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate.
No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the 2nd half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Finds a man right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking for a throw here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That
He has the touchdown! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 26 on second down. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Connects on the crosser. Running down the left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys start the second half with some needed points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And these guys get it back to a 14-point game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. It is caught left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. From the 43. Flushed out of the pocket. This this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Well, we call that protection lookout. Like the O-line yelling back at the quarterback, look out! Because they have no answer right now with back-to-back sacks by the defense. They've got this crew offensively guessing.
Punting unit out now. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Starts his return from the 23. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. Man in motion, headed right. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Hits his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they'll have 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st down from the red zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Back to the well again. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, partner, that was a coverage sack in just about every way imaginable. Offense spreads it out. Get everybody out into the routes, but the defense, they just would not relent. Even as he bailed from the pocket, trying to create lanes, they wouldn't give him any. and get the huge sack too.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed.
And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense making its way back out now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Give now to the running back. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
2nd and 10 now. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Pass play coming here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. A 5-yard gain on the play. And they're going to have a first down. He'll throw it yet again. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Complete out to the right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll throw it again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll work a little room down to the 29. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Working inside the red zone. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, well, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
The throw is caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out Well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They'll try and punch it in. Is into the end zone. Touchdown! These guys putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. He's throwing for it. Headed out right. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Dumped off to his running back.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down. Man in motion here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Lone back gets the handoff. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll give them a 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys with a 16-point lead. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. They'll throw on first. Flush down out to his left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. Hits him on the out route. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Trying to set this up quick. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. And they stop him from advancing it further. Nice job rallying to it after some chaos there. A very eventful turnover on downs. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It was a great effort from our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.